So, last time out on the channel, I walked 100k, and at the end of the video, I asked the question, what does it feel like to walk 100k in a day? And I think I just said, well, it felt good. And then I ended the video there. So I kind of left that question open. And I wanted to talk about it a bit, like the actual after effects of doing that on my body. And I can say it definitely left me feeling a bit sore the next day. Kind of struggled to walk a bit. Normally takes me about 10 minutes to walk out to the shops, but I think the next day, the next morning, tried to walk to the shops, must have taken me about 25 minutes to make it there, which is quite a difference. Find that doing a long run, long being maybe 60k or so, that can leave me like a bit sore in my quads. But interestingly, with walking, I didn't really feel anything in my quads. It was the backs of my legs, like the hamstrings. Any kind of squat position was quite painful for a day or two. So like the motion of going from standing to sitting. But today I'm trying to talk about this like what's now 3 weeks after the fact, which is not ideal because the memories are not quite so fresh in my mind. So the scientist in me demands that I repeat the experiment. I'm currently on like 81 kilometers walked today, about 750 minutes so far. So I'm walking at quite a decent pace. Have been all day, haven't really stopped. Going to make it up to at least 100. Maybe just see how far I go. Although I'm not sure how much further than 100 I can actually go before my watch just runs out of battery. I forgot to bring the charging cable for it today, so I was hoping I'd be able to recharge it a bit on the go if I wanted to, but that's not really going to be possible. So I'll make it to at least 100 again, and then I think I will try and film a bit tomorrow morning just to see what the after effects are this time around. It may be different to last time. I have to say, today has felt strangely like a lot easier than last time. I don't know if that's because I'm better prepared or what, but I don't know whether that's going to have like an influence on how I feel the following day. Just have to wait and see. So last time I did this, I think it was just before the summer solstice, like the day before or something. It's currently the 10th of July. Got pretty similar weather conditions to last time. I think this afternoon it's a bit warmer. The weather in general has been quite similar though. It's a bit wetter because it has been raining quite a bit this week, and was darker this morning. It was maybe 40 minutes to an hour or so more darkness in the morning. That's not really affected the route that I've taken, which has been quite similar to last time. I would say today I've probably done a bit more elevation, but overall conditions are relatively similar to last time, so hopefully it is a fair test. So I will check back in later, probably when I reach 100 or so, and then again tomorrow morning. The absolute state of my legs. Oh, those slices are from like an event I did at the weekend where I ended up going through a load of brambles and stuff. It was kind of unintentionally, but yeah, looking very veiny at the moment. I've done well over 100k. I'm about to go out and walk a bit more so that I can go and get something to eat. So, as I promised, this is the morning after walking 100k again. Although it wasn't actually 100k. So on my watch I recorded up to 107.5. The actual distance that I covered yesterday will have been like well over 110 kilometers in total. It's kind of funny, like I don't feel any of the like muscle soreness that I felt last time. Just none at all. My legs pretty much feel fine. The only thing is like here, just above my ankles. I guess like the very bottom of my shins. That's a bit sore, which I guess is just from the impact of your feet continuously leaving and then hitting the ground as you walk. That's the only thing I feel this morning. It's kind of frustrating. So I was expecting I'd probably feel the same way I felt last time, but I just don't. I don't have tight hamstrings at all. It's not painful to go into a squat, like sitting or standing from sitting. I guess your body just adjusts to these things. It was very similar when I started like longer distance walking in the first place. First time that I walked 30k, I felt like a similar sort of thing, and then like every subsequent time of doing it, it's just like less and less of an impact that it has on your body. But I'm really surprised that I don't feel more this morning than I do. So anyway, I guess that's it for this morning. I have tried and somewhat failed to repeat the experiment. So it's a really weird feeling. Not that like I want to take myself out with injury or something, but it's like when you're chasing like the high of the first time you go out and explore a really nice place, and then you go back and you want to experience it like you did the first time, but it's never quite the same. I guess if I want to experience the way I felt after doing 100k for the first time, I'll have to come up with some other way to push my body. I don't know, maybe like walking for 24 hours. But I highly doubt I will do that this year, because that very much feels like a summer solstice sort of thing. Something to do when you just have as much daylight as possible. I would say like attempt to run 100k, but it may seem counterintuitive, but I almost think that would be easier than walking, just because of like the sheer amount of time you would save from running. So much less time overall spent on your feet moving. I think probably like the big difference for me with running is just getting like the fueling right, eating and drinking properly. I find that's much more difficult when running than when walking. Obviously when you're walking it's a lot easier to get food down, but I also feel like it's like easier on the digestive system as well if I'm walking. If I'm running, it's very much like I could get a stomachache if I'm eating the wrong things, where I wouldn't get that if I'm just walking. And also it's like trying to keep up with drinking enough when you're running is also more difficult. So I kind of feel like I put myself at a disadvantage when I'm running, because I don't tend to like those like sports nutrition things, like these energy gels and that. I really don't like energy gels, but they're kind of like the thing that you need if you're running, because they go down very easy. They get you carbohydrates, instant energy. I kind of struggle with that stuff. I'm still like, I just want to eat a peanut butter and marmalade sandwich or something. I at least solved the problem that I used to have with cramp, whether it's through like just getting fitter or having a better understanding of like managing my hydration and electrolytes and that stuff. But anyway, probably just rambling a bit at this point as I'm wandering about. So that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you whenever I decide to film something else.